in 2 minutes. My hair is kind of a disaster, but I was gonna wash it last night, but then I was really tired and went to bed early, so I did not get to wash my hair, but I did get to be well rested. So it looks kind of crazy, but I think good enough. I'm gonna have to, unless I'm gonna be late spending another 10 minutes doing my hair, which I'm not gonna do. All right, let's go. Stepping into my little office. Hello. It is about 12:15. I just got done and it was really great. It was one of those sessions where you kind of get some unexpected insights, and it didn't go where I thought it would, but in a way where it made me really expand my mind more. So it was really good. Feeling a little bit lightheaded when I signed off, and I realized I hadn't eaten yet today. And I'm sure that is why. I have hiccups now. Excuse me. I'm sure that's why. So I'm gonna go downstairs and have a little bit of breakfast. I think I'm just gonna have like a bagel with goat cheese and hot sauce, which is like my favorite. And then we'll take you through the rest of the day. At 4:30, I'm going to an adaptive yoga class actually with my husband, which is, we're really excited. We've never been to this studio and to this class, and the fact that they offer it is just like amazing. So we're gonna go, and then we're going to this little like kind of art gallery store opening thing afterwards that is across the street. And before that, so we have about 4 hours. I wanna do a little bit of laundry, and I need to write some thank you notes. I had a housewarming party this last weekend, and it was amazing. And so many people came, and it was just incredible. And I felt so loved. And everyone, literally every single person brought a gift, which I was not expecting. I thought some people would bring gifts, but we didn't ask for gifts or do like one of those like registries or wish lists or whatever. And yeah, every single person showed up with gifts, and they were also fantastic presents. And literally we had to use our kitchen island as like a gift table. We had so much. I'll show you. I did some watercolors actually for thank you cards. I had this like kind of stationery set that you make a watercolor, and then it's just a really beautiful, thoughtful thank you card. And I will show you, but I did the watercolors, now I have to actually write the thank you cards. So yeah. All right guys, it is 4 o'clock. I just got done doing my Poshmark listings. I was trying to go really fast because I'm starving again, and I need to have a snack before we leave in the next 10 to 15 minutes. Thanks again for joining me today, and we are headed off, if I didn't say before, to a adaptive yoga class, which is really exciting. Please remember to like and subscribe. It really helps my channel, especially for small creators like me. I appreciate every single one of you, and I will see you again soon. Bye. I just ate my bagel, and now I'm gonna do some dishes. I'm also going to listen to the audiobook that I'm almost done with, which is Dorit Kemsley's new memoir, Unburdened. If you're a fan of Housewives, then I'm sure you know who she is. If you're not, you probably have no idea who I'm talking about, but she is on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and she wrote a book. I think it was definitely, part of it was a need to earn some income. Because if you know about her financial struggles, you know why that would be important. Her house is about to go into a foreclosure sale, so probably enough said, and she's going through a really nasty divorce. She's an interesting person. I don't want to say it's an interesting book, because here are kind of my thoughts on it. I have maybe 15% left to go. It is a good story, and she is well suited for that sort of genre because, as you also know if you watch the show, she is famously long-winded, and I think a book is exactly the forum in which you need to be long-winded. And I think it just works with her style of storytelling and sharing. You know, I found her just overall candor to be quite nice. I'm listening to the audiobook, I think I said, and she is the narrator, which I also appreciate. I love when authors narrate their own books. I think it makes such a difference in listening. I can tell that she really put a lot of thought and effort into the book, even though she did collaborate with a ghostwriter. I can tell that she really cared about the end result, and it wasn't just a money grab and that she was just trying to get words on the page. It definitely feels like there was effort and intention behind it. However, it wasn't a very gripping book. There was no particular bombshell revelation that she revealed. There wasn't anything groundbreaking. I did learn a few new things about her. Also getting more insight into her perspective on the robbery. I think those things were really interesting, and I think for someone who watches the show and is invested in these things, I think they would find it interesting. But I didn't really learn anything that insightful in the book. It's a lot of just Dorit giving her perspective on being on Housewives and the PK and her family background and living in New York for so long and then adjusting to living in LA, and when she lived in Italy and worked in fashion. And it's a lot of just her giving her perspective on these various things that have happened in her life. And interesting, as I've said 10 times. I need another adjective, but I can't really think of one because it was good. It held my attention, but I wasn't changed from reading this book. It wasn't something that was particularly memorable, and I said it was well done, but it's not like it was, so well written that it just knocked my socks off. It was a standard memoir in my mind. Out of 10, I'd probably give it maybe a 6.5, I think. Yeah, I think a 6.5. It also jumped around a little bit. I don't know, she didn't really go in chronological order of birth to now. She kind of jumped around, which I found a little confusing and disorienting. I think maybe the cohesion in the book was lacking. It almost feels like a book of personal essays more than one story, but I digress. I'm actually almost done with the dishes now, but I'm gonna go and listen for a few minutes, finish the dishes, and I'll check in with you in a bit. I got a couple of packages, so I thought we would do a little unboxing. So first is something I ordered from Poshmark. I just love the envelopes that she chose. It's so fun. Ooh. These are so cute. I ordered a pair, hello Ruth, of these bloomer shorts. I have a pair in white of the same shorts from Anthropologie. I got them on major clearance for $5 maybe a year and a half ago. And I absolutely love them and I wear them all the time, and I really wanted to get the black pair, but of course they're sold out from Anthropologie. They haven't been in stock for a long time, and I finally decided to buy them on Poshmark. I had to pay a lot more than $5 for this pair. I think I paid like $30 for this pair, but I'm very excited about them. So she also gave me this really cute little note. Erin, thank you so much for your purchase. I really hope these shorts become a staple in your closet. I appreciate your support, Chelsea. How cute. I love stuff like this. As a Poshmark seller, I also love to include thank you notes. And how adorable are these? So good. Yeah, originally $68. So when I got them for $5, I really got a steal, but I still got them for like more than 50% off retail, and they're brand new with tags, so I can't complain too much. I already know they're gonna be a staple in my closet because the pair in white is a staple. So very nice and very happy with those. Then this is some random Amazon package. Oh, these are straws that I ordered. I've been starting to make smoothies and I needed some more straws. And these are really wide mouthed straws, so they're really good for stuff like smoothies or milkshakes or even just regular drinks if you like. I like a bigger straw, but I don't know. It's just a personal preference thing. I find it easier to drink out of, and you don't have to put as much pressure in order to sip it. These are very hard to open. Got it. Ooh. Come in this nice little pouch, and there's a straw cleaner as well. So this is what they look like. Very nice. I have one actually in like a copper color, and I wanted to get some more. All right, and last but not least is this big box, which this is from TJ Maxx, I believe. There's one thing that was the reason I placed the order, and then there were some fun goodies I also got. All right, so first up is the most expensive thing I got, which are some shoes from Stuart Weitzman. They were a really good price, and they actually do still sell these, and they were selling them on TJ Maxx for less than half of what they're charging in Nordstrom right now. So they are so cute. They are these little snakeskin print ballet flats. I absolutely love this type of shoe, and what I love the most is when they have a strap, because they really stay on your foot better than ballet flats that don't. You don't have to sort of walk in such a way to keep the shoe on, and so I find it's a lot more ergonomical. Yay! Hopefully they fit. I am not going to try them on right now, but I think they probably will, just looking at them.
They did not fit, so they sadly had to go back.
Then I got a couple of items from Levi Jeans. They always have really good prices on Levi stuff. So if you like Levi's, I would highly recommend looking from TJ Maxx. This is really, really cute. This is a denim skirt, obviously, and it has the button fly all the way down. Excuse me. All the way down the front, and it has the nice pockets in the back with the little red Levi's tag. It is called the retro button front skirt. It's mid-rise. Love it, love it, love it, love it. And I love that this one is not a mini skirt, so it's a little more versatile. You could wear it for many different occasions. Also, because it's not super short, it will just work for more things. But I love that also you could make it a little flirtier by unbuttoning a couple of these. And also, It's just something a little fun and playful and different than your average denim skirt. So that's great. Then we have another denim skirt from Levi's, kind of contradicting what I just said in that, excuse me, Maggie, oh my gosh. This is the typical denim mini skirt that I was just referring to, which I do think there's a place for, and I also do not own one currently, and so I wanted to change that. This is called the Icon skirt, also mid-rise. I really like it. I think my only qualm, which is more of me picking things out than anything, is just that they look very similar. I don't know if they look too similar for me to keep both of them. Although I think with the length and the button fly differences, you could argue that there's a place for both of them in your closet. And they were a really, really good price. Like they were probably, I think they were like $16.99 each, which is maybe 75% less than their retail. So because of that, I feel like I probably also will keep both of them as long as they fit. But I do really like them. Very classic. Like I said, I don't own any denim skirts right now. Hello, Ruth. The cats are really seeking attention right now. And they were really good prices. So next we have this cute little quilted vest. You know me, I love a good vest. So it looks like this. It is cute. It is also made of cotton, I believe, because I've been more intentional about seeking natural fibers. Yes, 100% cotton. And I'm not sure it will fit though. It's looking small, but I'll have to try it on. This isn't a try on. This is just an unboxing. So, and then last but not least, the reason I placed the order was for these sheets. This is a set of sheets from, is it Finera? Yes, Finera. They're made in Portugal. They're 300 thread count cotton sheets. They also have some beautiful embroidery on them, if you can see that. And this was a really good deal. Now that I have a king size bed, it's harder to find sheets, and especially cotton, good quality sheets, and this was a really, really good deal. So I'm happy with how everything's looking, and right now I think I'm gonna just sit on the couch for a little bit and read and crochet, and then we're gonna get into some laundry and the thank you cards and all of that stuff I mentioned before. Do you want to be in my video? Did you want to react to my purchases?
What purchases?
The ones behind you? Why are you look confused?
I am.
There's a quilted vest. I said it looked a little bit small.
That's not gonna fit.
Babe, you're so much more blunt. I said it looked a little small, and you're...
A little?
Babe! All right, time to work on these thank you cards. A little better lighting over here. So here they are. Here's what they look like. So I did a watercolor on the front, and then the back is where you can write the note. I guess you could also watercolor that smaller one, but that's gonna be so difficult. I'm just gonna leave it. Here's a little lavender one, bluebells. So these were really fun to do. And I'm gonna work on my thank you notes. So gets old coming up here. So I finished the thank you notes. I would say it took close to an hour. Thank you notes are one of those things though that I feel like, especially in the digital age, they're so treasured. And it was really fun to do them because I got to do some watercoloring. Right now I'm about to throw my comforter into the wash. Take some photos of some stuff I want to list on Poshmark. Take a photo of these clothes to list on Poshmark. I've been getting really back into Poshmarking, both purchasing and selling, and I found some more stuff that I think has potential that I'm not wearing a lot, and I think could probably use a better home. So let's go ahead and take some pictures. All right, guys, it is 4 o'clock. I just got done doing my Poshmark listings. I was trying to go really fast because I'm starving again and I need to have a snack before we leave in the next 10 to 15 minutes. Thanks again for joining me today. And we are headed off, if I didn't say before, to a adaptive yoga class, which is really exciting. Please remember to like and subscribe. It really helps my channel, especially for small creators like me. I appreciate every single one of you. I will see you again soon. Bye.